Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to Lovin Dubai show, where we go through all of the trending stories that everyone in the UAE is talking about. Of course, our top story today, again, the new government appointments and what you need to know about the new UAE Vice President, His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan.
We'll also be talking about a famed YouTuber who shed light on the topic of camel cloning in Dubai.
How 25 beggars have been arrested in the first couple of days of Ramadan 2023 in Dubai.
And hotspots to travel to this Eid with Gianna, who is interning for Lovin Dubai.
Join us later in the show to get that inspiration, where you should be going for Eid. We're already thinking about those holidays. We have days off coming up with them. And she's got the lowdown on what you should be doing this weekend.
Exactly. But let's talk about a little bit of an addiction that Casey has developed as of late. And it's to the phrase, you know what I mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God. It makes me twitch. It makes my body spaz every time you say it. Yesterday it got so bad. So Casey's been listening to a podcast. I've been hanging out with some people.
It's a podcast. I don't hang out with anyone except for you. So either it comes from you. I assumed I picked it up in the office.
Yeah.
From office lingo. But then after Simran pointed out, I'm listening to this Irish podcast all the time. And one of the girls, she says it all the time. Do you know what I mean? And and like, as soon as Simran said it, I hear it and I use it after every sentence. Apparently, I don't even say anything. I just jump into a conversation and say, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yesterday.
Do you know what I mean?
Before the show yesterday, you were just like on your laptop and you're like, you know what I mean? I'm like, what? You didn't even say anything. What do you mean you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
I absolutely do not. But this is what our parents did, right? Like when you were back when you were kids, they used to know exactly who we used to hang out with, depending on what phrase we picked up, what word we picked up, what's the style of speaking or the accent that we picked up.
That's a really good point, because here, I think all our accents change a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like if I was at home, I would speak a little bit differently, because obviously I came here, I was teaching for 4 years with kids from all over the world. A lot of their first languages weren't English. So therefore, I think my accent has neutralized a little bit. Probably not if you're not from Ireland. Do you know what I mean? So do you think your accent would be different if you said it's showing from India? Would your accent be different if you're living there? 100%, right?
Oh my God, 100%. Not just I'm a sponge. I absorb attributes from people around me. Not attributes, like things they say, or like, the way they talk, or the accent.
You know what I mean?
Like I want to say it so bad, like it's there, but I'm just stopping myself.
You know what I mean? It's not coming naturally now, because I'm stopping myself and I'm putting it in, but
it'll come naturally, don't worry about it.
It's very common.
You've said it way too many times now. Like, you were talking to a colleague of ours sometime last week, and you were explaining something, and all I heard was, you know what I mean?
Why is this only coming out this morning?
Because you brought it up, and I'm just like, oh, finally.
No, you brought it up, because I wouldn't have known.
No,
do you know what I mean?
No, you said you heard it from a podcast. You told me, you informed me that you realized where you picked it up from, and you picked it up like crazy.
No, but I realized, do you know what I mean, where I picked it up from? So, I'm also a sponge.
Yeah, clearly.
I think you need to vent this out on a letter in an open platform. Oh wait, here we are.
I'm surprised you didn't pick up our names, like, okay.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah. So, have you picked up phrases from your colleagues, from podcasts, from shows? I used to go to, I went to a school for a couple of months, and all of the friends I met, they were from Portugal. They all had American accents because they grew up watching Friends. Anyway, however, let's jump into our top story. Meet the new UAE Vice President, His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan. So the President of the UAE, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, appointed His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan as UAE Vice President. And we're going to talk about some of the lesser known facts about the new leader, who, by the way, will work alongside His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai.
So at number 5, he was born in the country's capital Abu Dhabi, and he is the son of the founding father of the UAE, His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan.
And something that you probably do know is that he owns a controlling share in the prominent club Manchester City, Man City. The Abu Dhabi United Group, also owned by Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan, they purchased a controlling stake in Man City in 2008. Since then, not just that, he's also invested heavily, and the team's performance soon improved, as Man City fans will know and love. Man City won the FA Cup in 2011, its first major trophy since his takeover. Then, in 2013, he became the primary investor in New York City Football Club, which was an expansion franchise of a major soccer league established that same year. So he also looked further afield to the States. And then he later purchased shares in many major clubs around the world. So he has a keen interest in football, including majority stakes in Melbourne City Football Club, that was in 2014, and Mumbai City Football Club in 2019. So, big football fan.
Oh my God, clearly. And he's the son-in-law of the Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum.
And His Highness Sheikh Mansour attended Santa Barbara Community College as an English student in 1989. He also attained his bachelor's in international affairs in 1993 at the United Arab Emirates University.
And at number 1, he's the uncle of the new Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi. Now, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed has also announced His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan as the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi. So there you have a rundown on a few facts about the very newly appointed government. So make sure to check all of that out on our website. We have all the lowdown for you there.
100%. Let's jump into our next story. We're talking all things camel cloning in Dubai.
So famed YouTuber, he shed light on the topic of camel cloning in Dubai. Now, in a recent video, famous YouTuber Mohak Mangal shed light on the camel cloning situation and its use for beauty contests and camel racing. And camel cloning is not an infrequent, it's not as infrequent as you may think. And first and foremost, it's very important to know that camels hold a special place in the hearts of the people of UAE and have been a part of the country's heritage for centuries and are considered a symbol of wealth and status. Now, camel racing is a popular sport in the region, and the best camels are highly sought after. And this is where camel cloning comes into play.
Love camels so much. Like, one of the biggest treats and something I'll never get bored of is when you leave the city and you just, see them roaming in the desert. Like, every single time you just have to stop and take a video. Like, they're so picturesque, they're so wise, they're so regal. I love them.
So true.
So true.
Yeah.
However, we're talking about cloning. So by cloning the best camels, breeders can ensure that they produce offspring with the same desirable characteristics. And of course, in terms of racing and also camel beauty pageants, there's big money in this type of endeavor. So this means that the cloned camels will have a higher chance of winning beauty contests and camel races, which can fetch millions of dollars in prize money. So specific characteristics that you're looking for, in case you didn't know: long necks, drooping lips, and these make for the perfect beauty camel queen. Sounds a bit like
you. Long neck. Lips, your lips are like a good size. It's not like too big.
I think they're using the word drooping.
Drooping. I feel like for humans, drooping lips are just not it. Maybe it is.
I think let people decide their beauty standards.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, so the world's first cloned camel was born in Dubai in 2009, and since then many camels have been cloned in the country, and technology has advanced significantly. Now, camel cloning is a complex process that involves removing the nucleus from a camel egg and replacing it with the nucleus from a skin cell of the camel that has been cloned, and the egg is then stimulated to start dividing and developing into an embryo. The embryo is then implanted into a surrogate mother who carries the baby camel to term.
So questions have been raised, concerns about the welfare of the cloned camels and the impact it may have on the gene pool of the species. So this topic has still be debated, and there are no easy answers. But as Simran said, this was created by a YouTuber. He vlogged the situation, so if you want to check it out on YouTube, you most certainly can. I think the topic of camel racing, cloning for beauty pageants is so interesting. Cloning in general kind of weirds me out.
Yeah, very true. Like you had selective breeding, which this is not that. This is not selective breeding. This is cloning, and you have that so much. You see that in the canine industry. Canine industry. What am I saying?
Cloning?
With dogs, right? Like a certain species when it's more in demand, and like you want to see certain attributes. Like if you want the dog fluffier, if you want the dog like smaller.
Cloning,
cuter.
though, like
Of course, those Japanese dog breeds. Like that's cloning, and that's like, you know, like you pair selective breeding with cloning and you get like these really cute designer pups.
oh, so wrong.
It is so wrong, but the thing is, people, like, there is a demand for it in the market. People do go on Instagram and websites and search for these dogs and want these dogs. So as much as we sit here going like, this is like, you know, how are people doing this? People want that.
Yeah, I thought there's breeding versus adopt don't shop. I didn't think cloning was coming into the dog industry, but
yeah, it's been there for so many years, and that too, it's just like to get the cuter dog, the fluffier one, the smaller one, like the teacup dogs, like the teacup size that you can just put in your purse and stuff. Like people, you know, like they try to make sure, like, you know, that's where cloning comes into play, and they're like, you clone like the smaller sizes and the cuter faces, more stamina, more hyper, more energetic.
Never heard that before. So jumping from camel cloning to adopt don't shop, because that's where that led us, in my opinion. Adopt, do not shop. Animals need our love and attention. So let's choose ones that already exist in the world. Let's move on to our next story. We're talking about Ramadan in the UAE. There's been amazing giving, but there's also been some untowardly activity that Dubai police are stamping out.
So Dubai's anti-begging campaign has been successful in reducing the number of beggars annually, but thanks to the district measures taken against those caught. Now, the campaign serves as a reminder that begging is illegal and harmful to society, and that there are legitimate avenues available to obtain financial assistance and meals during Ramadan. Nonetheless, many take to the streets to ask for donations, especially during Ramadan.
So, Dubai's General Department of Criminal Investigations has arrested 25 beggars during the first 5 days of Ramadan as part of its anti-begging campaign. The campaign, which is launched annually during the holy month, aims to reduce the number of beggars by taking strict and decisive measures against those caught. The theme of this year's and last year's campaign is begging is a wrong concept of compassion.
Now, begging is illegal and punishable under Federal Law Number 9 of 2018 concerning combating begging. Now, the public is encouraging to assist the police by reporting any beggars immediately through the call center 901 or the Dubai Police app. You can go on to Police Eye, service available on the app like we mentioned.
Yeah, and I think it's really worth noting this is the month of giving, and the giving spirit is it goes from strength to strength every year for sure. We've talked about a number of people-led community groups that are, you know, making sure that we distribute iftar. But I think the message from the top is do it in legitimate ways, because in some cases beggars on the streets are actually not homeless, but they're doing it to make money, basically, to draw on people's compassion. So what the police are saying is it's the wrong type of compassion, and to make sure that your money and your donations, whether it's food or time, goes to the right way, do it via licensed channels. And there's so many licensed groups this year. It's amazing.
Exactly, and just do go on to our Instagram, check that out, our Instagram stories. We always repost these kind of gestures and places where you can get involved and volunteer if you want to physically do something. But yeah, if you want to, like, if you just want to donate, there's so many websites online that we have mentioned time and time. So
I think one of the biggest this year is the 1 billion meal endowment, of course, led by the ruler of Dubai. I think at last count we were at over 250 million, and that was in the first week of Ramadan. And then you have the smaller group initiatives every day, such as the Giving Family and Dubai Goodwill, which you can check out on Instagram. So today, if you want to help, you can either donate 9 dirham to a food pack, or you can go out and actually distribute the iftar with these groups. So it's amazing. Okay, we're jumping from Ramadan into holidays and what you could be doing for Eid this year. We have Gianna joining us very, very shortly to talk all things Eid hotspots, Eid travel hotspots beyond the UAE. So if you've got a couple of dirham in your wallet, have we just been paid? Yes, we have.
have we?
We actually got paid pre-Ramadan. I don't know about you guys, but I'm already scratching the bar for the next month.
I need to check, but oh my god! Did we actually?
No, we got paid last week. This is the problem.
I never saw my messages. I was waiting for this week.
And I was thinking, I was
not
like,
get
I'm
paid?
doing so well in terms of cash, and it's the end of the month, and then I was like, oh no. The heart stopped. We've been paid. Does this happen in your company as well? We've already been paid a week ago.
Oh my God, we have the best boss ever.
No, this is a problem. Do you not get it?
No, why?
Because all my money's gone. I've already spent it.
Already?
Well, like,
Casey.
it's not all gone, obviously, but I'm like scraping the barrel in terms of the month. It's, yeah, because we got paid 5 weeks instead of 4 weeks. Did this happen in other companies? I don't know. Anyway, the time is now. Stay tuned. She's going to be with us after this very short break. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. We're now joined with Gianna, who's going to give us the lowdown on everywhere to travel this Eid. Gianna is a 1-week intern at Lovin Dubai. She's doing a fantastic job. Today is her last day. I'm going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you too.
Shut up.
But you've been working on something while you've been here. But before we get to all of that, how has the week been?
The week's been good. It's been very interny.
Very interny.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Do you feel like you've just been, like milked for all your worth? Or you feel like this was easy, Lovin Dubai is a piece of cake?
I feel like I've done too much work. And I'm not used to it. And I don't like it.
That's not true, by the way.
It was 12-hour days, guys. 12-hour days, just manual labor.
Get us coffee, Gianna.
There's none of that. But before you came on board, we heard that you were a great content writer. So we wanted you to write an article, which you smashed. And now we want you to talk to us about best places to go. And Simran will only go if you can convince her.
Yeah. Okay.
So what is the top place and prices for people to travel this Eid?
One of the top places is Istanbul.
I've been.
Oh. How much?
1,140 per ticket.
Is it with
Fly Dubai?
Returned?
No, just departing.
One way?
Yeah, they're all really expensive. They're all really
Okay, so all the ticket prices are going to share now are one way or round trip?
One way.
Okay, 1,500 one way.
Okay.
Okay, we can.
No, not 1,500. 1,100.
Oh, 1,100 one way. That's
Okay.
okay. And what should Simran do when she goes there?
You can visit the famous Blue Mosque, and you can ride boats across like the scenery.
Ride boats?
Yeah,
fun.
I can see Simran taking photos on a boat.
What about the hot air balloons?
It's always lively and colorful, and there's like celebrations during Eid, so it's like, wow.
I really want to go. I've been there. I was there years ago. They do a lot of fresh fish. They do orange juice by Taksim Square.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the Bosphorus.
Bosphorus makes more sense.
Oh yeah, the Bosphorus.
Yeah,
that's what I have written down.
Simran is going to be on a boat on the Bosphorus unless your next suggestions send her another way. I think Istanbul's a good shout.
Istanbul, yeah.
1100 one way.
The next thing is Oslo, Norway.
Ooh.
Okay.
So there's different museums and like parks where you can like chill. And the price is 1900.
1900 for Oslo, Norway.
But apparently Norway is the happiest country in the world.
Mm-hmm.
They keep winning that.
No, that's Finland.
It's
Finland.
Switzerland.
I think it was Norway.
It's literally Finland, because now they have this program where you can come and study in Finland for a couple of days for completely free.
Mm-hmm.
Finland's the happiest place in the earth.
We could do a Google project. I like this parks idea. It's chill for Eid.
Yeah, and there's like restaurants with Norwegian cuisine along these parks.
Norwegian cuisine in Norway?
Yeah.
Love that.
And there's festivals and events happening around the time of Eid, so if you want to like celebrate whatever.
Oh, nice.
Time for celebration.
All across the board.
Are you still sticking with Istanbul, or have you been swayed to Norway?
I feel like Istanbul still.
Still Istanbul.
First
okay.
Option.
2 more to go.
Pisa, Italy.
Ooh.
Okay.
And it's 1,565.
Oh, not bad. It's the same as Istanbul.
To Italy.
Italia.
No, it's cheaper than
Istanbul. Cheaper than Istanbul.
Istanbul's 1,100.
Istanbul's 1,100.
Oh my bad.
Yeah. So the weather's really good around like the holiday.
Is it not going to be hot during the summers in Italy?
Well, no, because it's April. It's spring.
Okay.
It's better weather.
March, April, May, June. So they have 2 more months before it gets really hot.
Yeah, so it's better to go during the Eid holiday.
Okay,
so you don't go when it's too hot.
You know how key that is, by the way, Gianna? Because when we're looking at places to go, you have to look at the weather.
Yeah.
Because you could go to Zanzibar right now, but it's not travel season. It's not travel season for Tanzania.
Yes.
It's not. So Italy, good shout.
Yes.
Great shout.
What is there? There's history and culture that you can explore.
Yeah.
In Italy?
Yes, and there's a bunch of parks as well. If you're
I'll tell you something about Italy.
Italian cuisine too.
The cops.
Italian cuisine. No, but I mean really.
Yeah. Authentic Italian cuisine from Italy itself. And the cops there, so attractive.
Okay, we'll move on. We've got from Italy, and then our final choice is
Krabi, Thailand.
Amazing choice.
Krabi
Island.
Can you fly?
Krabi in Thailand.
Can you fly directly from?
Yes, I believe so. With Fly Dubai, and it's 1,535.
1.5 for Thailand.
For Krabi, Thailand.
That's amazing.
That's actually the top spot. Like in my friend circle, if we're like, okay, where do we go? Thailand. It's like the #1 suggestion.
And what are we going to do there?
You can go hiking and kayaking, and the beaches, and not the beaches, the water is like really nice there. It's like crystal clear.
A lot of water sports.
Yeah, and then there is Thai cuisine.
Gotta get that Thai cuisine.
And like it's relaxing, but if you want it to be like more adventurous, you can like rock climb and kayak and hike. But then if you just want to chill by the ocean, you can just chill by the ocean.
So tell me, in Mexico, what cuisine shall we try out?
Typically Mexican.
Yeah.
She knows.
She's a genius.
You're not going to fool us. So, okay, those are 4 places. Honestly,
Istanbul. I don't know. It's just like the cheapest.
you flip me with, yeah, but you can go to
Italy?
Thailand.
Thailand.
I would choose Thailand.
Same.
I've been
I'm
wanting to go to
changing
Thailand. I've always wanted to go to Thailand.
Kayaking, beautiful water. Is it the season?
Yes.
It's the season.
I'm going to Thailand with you.
And also there's festivals for Eid in Thailand, apparently.
Ah,
Oh
that's
my
because you
God.
wanted the celebration time. We have 4 or 5 days off, still TBC.
Casey
Gianna,
and I will see you guys in Thailand during the Eid holidays.
and Gianna's going to go too.
Oh yes, all 3 of us.
We just need someone to pay for us. Gianna, you've been a star. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us on the show. And for your last 5 days interning with Lovin.
It's been fun.
It's been real.
It's been...
So now your next task is to book us all to Thailand. Make sure the itineraries are in place. Exactly what we're going to do day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. That's it.
Just sort a credit card from somewhere. I don't know where. But if you could sort that, that would be aces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll go work on that now.
Guys, that is it from me, Gianna and Simran on the Lovin Dubai show. Have a fabulous weekend and we'll be back with you on Monday morning. Same time, same place. Goodbye from us.
Bye.
Bye-bye.